deep in a lush, green jungle, where the leaves were as big as dinner plates and the flowers bloomed in every color of the rainbow, lived a tiny tiger named Timmy.
Now, Timmy wasn't like the other big, strong tigers.
He was small, with stripes that looked like they'd been painted on with a very fine brush, and a roar that sounded more like a kitten's meow. But what Timmy lacked in size, he made up for with his collection of shiny, smooth river stones. He had a bright red one that looked like a ladybug, a swirly blue one that reminded him of the sky on a clear day, and a sparkly yellow one that glittered like a fallen star. These stones were his treasure. He spent all day counting them, sorting them by color, and polishing them with a soft leaf. He loved his stones so much that he never, ever wanted to share them. One sunny morning, as Timmy was arranging his stones in a perfect circle, a little monkey named Mia swung down from a nearby vine. Mia had a wide, curious smile and eyes that sparkled with fun. "Wow, Timmy," she chattered. "Your stones are so beautiful. Can I play with the sparkly yellow one? It looks just like a banana." Timmy's ears flattened against his head. He quickly gathered all his stones and hugged them tight to his chest. "No," he squeaked, his voice trembling a little. "They're mine! All mine! You can't touch them!" Mia's smile faded. Her shoulders drooped. "Oh," she said softly. "Okay." With a sad little sigh, she swung away, disappearing back into the thick green leaves. Timmy watched her go, a strange feeling bubbling in his tummy. He had his stones all to himself, just like he wanted. But for some reason, he didn't feel happy. The jungle suddenly seemed very quiet. Later that day, Barnaby the bear lumbered by. Barnaby was gentle and kind, with a deep, rumbling voice. He saw Timmy sitting alone with his pile of stones. "Hello there, Timmy," Barnaby rumbled. "Those are some mighty fine stones. That big flat green one would be perfect for a game of jungle checkers. Would you like to play with me?" Timmy clutched his green stone tightly. "It's not for games," he said stubbornly. "It's for looking at, and it's mine."
Barnaby nodded slowly, his big brown eyes full of understanding. "I see," he said.
"Well, if you change your mind, let me know." He gave Timmy a gentle pat on the head and continued on his way, humming a cheerful tune. Timmy was alone again. He looked at his beautiful green stone. It was flat and smooth, perfect for checkers. But playing checkers by himself wasn't any fun at all. The strange, lonely feeling in his tummy grew bigger. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, a wise old owl named Professor Hoot landed on a branch above Timmy. He had been watching the tiny tiger all day. "Ahem," he hooted softly. "A treasure is only truly special when you can share its sparkle with a friend. Little one." Timmy looked up, his big tiger eyes filled with confusion. "But ... if I share them, I might lose them, or they might get broken." Professor Hoot adjusted his feathery spectacles. "Or," he suggested, "they might be used to build a beautiful tower with Mia. Or they might help you win a fun game of checkers with Barnaby. Sharing doesn't mean losing something, Timmy. It means gaining something much more wonderful, a happy memory with a friend." Professor Hoot then flew away, leaving Timmy alone with his thoughts and his stones. He looked at his sparkly yellow stone. He imagined Mia's happy chatter as she pretended it was a tiny banana. He looked at his flat green stone and could almost hear Barnaby's cheerful rumble as they played a game together. The lonely feeling in his tummy started to feel a lot like sadness. He didn't want to be sad and lonely. He wanted to have fun. He wanted friends. The next morning, Timmy made a decision. He carefully picked out the sparkly yellow stone and the flat green stone. Taking a deep breath, he set off to find Mia. He found her practicing her swings on a long, twisty vine. "Mia," he called out, his voice a little shaky. Mia stopped
swinging and looked down, surprised to see him.
"Hi, Timmy," she said quietly. Timmy held up the sparkly stone. I'm sorry, I wasn't nice yesterday, he said. I was thinking, maybe you'd like to play with this yellow one. You were right. It does look a bit like a banana.
Mia's face lit up like the morning sun. She slid down the vine in a flash.
Really? You mean it? She gasped. Timmy nodded, holding out the stone. Mia took it gently, her eyes wide with delight. Thank you, Timmy. This is the best banana stone ever. Just then, Barnaby the bear came by on his morning walk. Timmy felt a surge of bravery. Barnaby, he called.
Do you still want to play jungle checkers?
He held up the flat green stone. Barnaby's big bear face broke into a huge grin. I'd love to, Timmy, he rumbled happily. So, right there in the sunny jungle clearing, the three friends played together. Mia used her banana stone as a special king piece. Barnaby showed Timmy a clever checker jumping move. And Timmy was laughing. He was having more fun than he'd ever had, just counting and polishing his stones by himself. He realized Professor Hoot was right. Sharing his stones didn't make them less special. It made them more special. The yellow stone wasn't just a sparkly rock anymore. It was the banana stone that made Mia so happy. The green stone wasn't just a flat rock. It was the checkerboard that he and Barnaby laughed over. From that day on, Timmy's corner of the jungle was never quiet. It was filled with the sounds of chatter and laughter. All the jungle animals would come to play with Timmy and his amazing stones. They built tall stone towers, created colorful stone mosaics, and played endless games of checkers. Timmy learned that the greatest treasure of all wasn't his pile of shiny stones, but the wonderful friends he shared them with. And that made the tiny tiger feel like the biggest, happiest tiger in the whole wide jungle.